In this temple of liquid gold, cutting-edge engineering meets ancient tradition to create the most coveted spirit on the planet. The journey of a world-class single malt begins here, in these sun-drenched fields of premium golden barley. Only the finest grain, ripened to perfection, is selected to ensure the foundational flavor of our luxury spirit.
Advanced agricultural technology monitors every acre, guaranteeing that only the highest quality barley enters our production line.
Speed and efficiency are vital during the harvest to preserve the freshness and starch content of the raw barley grains.
Initial cleaning happens immediately, removing impurities to ensure that only pure, clean barley reaches the next stage.
Powerful air jets and industrial sieves work in tandem to strip away any remaining dust, leaving nothing but the pristine grain.
Logistics are handled with military precision, as a fleet of specialized trucks prepares to transport the harvest to our modern facility.
Each load is sealed and protected from the elements, maintaining the grain's integrity during its journey to the distillery.
Transporting thousands of tons of barley requires a seamless logistics network, moving the soul of the whiskey toward its transformation.
The scale of the reception area is immense, designed to handle a continuous flow of raw material without a single moment of delay. Our intake system can process hundreds of tons per hour, ensuring that the barley is moved quickly into a temperature-controlled environment.
Science takes the lead as automated sampling systems capture representative grains for immediate and rigorous quality testing.
In the lab, we check for the perfect moisture balance, an essential factor that dictates the success of the upcoming malting process.
Consistency is key. Every single grain must meet our strict size specifications to ensure an even and predictable germination.
We test the barley's vitality, ensuring that the grains are alive and ready to transform their starches into fermentable sugars.
Only the top 2% of the harvest qualifies for our single malt, meeting the highest standards of purity and potential.
Once approved, the barley is cleared for its transformation, beginning its transition from a simple grain to a luxury liquid gold.
Approved barley is stored in massive, climate-controlled silos, protected from humidity and pests until the moment of malting.
This is where nature's bounty meets human ingenuity, setting the stage for the creation of a legendary single malt whiskey. Deep cleaning begins with surgical precision, as high-intensity magnets ensure every grain is free from any metallic impurities. Advanced laser technology inspects every single grain in milliseconds, rejecting anything that doesn't meet our gold standard for purity.
The roar of the vibrating decks signals the final purification, ensuring only the most robust.
The transformation begins in the steeping tanks, where the barley meets pure, mineral-rich water to awaken the life within the grain. Oxygen is continuously injected into the water, revitalizing the barley and triggering the vital biochemical changes needed for malting.
Precision is everything. We maintain a constant, optimal temperature to ensure every grain absorbs water at exactly the same rate.
After 2 days of soaking, the hydrated barley is ready to move, carrying the potential for complex sugars within its damp husk.
Space and airflow are critical as the barley is spread across vast floors, beginning the delicate process of natural germination. Life awakens as the starch inside the barley begins its conversion into the fermentable sugars that will eventually become alcohol. Automated turning systems work around the clock, mimicking traditional methods, but with the flawless consistency of modern robotics.
Our experts monitor the scent and temperature of the grain bed, ensuring the enzymes are developing perfectly for a rich flavor profile.
Once the starch-to-sugar conversion reaches its peak, we have green malt, which must be carefully moved to the drying stage. The kilning process halts the growth at exactly the right moment, locking in the sugars and developing the grain's toasted color.
For our peated expressions, we introduce smoke from ancient peat bogs, infusing the grain with those iconic notes of earth and campfire.
Heat is the artist here, carefully roasting the malt to create a spectrum of flavors, from light honey to deep, smoky caramel.
Sophisticated thermal monitoring guarantees that every grain is dried evenly, preserving the precious enzymes needed for mashing. The drying is complete. The barley is now malt, a stable and flavorful ingredient ready to be crushed and brewed.
Cooling the malt is essential to prevent any further chemical changes, sealing in the hard-earned flavors of the kilning process.
Patiently prepared and perfectly dried, our premium malt is now the soul of the spirit, waiting to be reborn as liquid gold.
Before the malt can be milled, we must remove the culms, the tiny dried roots, to ensure only the purest grain heart remains.
These nutrient-rich byproducts are never wasted, often repurposed as high-quality organic feed for local livestock.
Pure, dust-free, and perfectly dried, the malt is now ready for the most critical physical transformation of the process.
Our modern roller mills don't just grind. They carefully crack the husk to expose the starch while keeping it intact for filtration.
We achieve a perfect ratio of husks, grits, and flour. A precise grist composition is the secret to a clear and efficient extraction.
Gravity and air pressure work together, moving the freshly milled grist into position for the infusion of life-giving water. Pure water, heated to a precise temperature, meets the grist to begin the mashing process, awakening the dormant sugars.
The mash is gently stirred, allowing the enzymes to convert the grain's starch into a rich, sugary liquid called wort.
We use 3 stages of water at increasing temperatures to maximize sugar extraction while preserving the delicate flavor compounds.
The air is thick with the scent of toasted grain and honey, the unmistakable aroma of...
This sugary infusion is the foundation of our whiskey. It must be handled with extreme care to maintain its pristine quality.
We must cool the wort instantly from near boiling to a temperature that won't harm the yeast in the next crucial stage.
Efficiency meets biology. Our advanced cooling systems save energy while preparing the perfect environment for fermentation.
Every degree matters. The cooling process is calibrated to ensure the yeast can begin its work the moment it hits the fermentation tank.
Oxygen is the final ingredient added to the wort, providing the fuel the yeast needs to multiply and thrive.
The journey through the mashing hall ends as the liquid gold flows toward the giants of the fermentation room. Sustainable and clean, the spent grains are cleared away immediately, leaving the distillery floor spotless and ready for the next batch.
Data-driven brewing ensures that every bottle of our single malt maintains the same legendary profile, batch after batch.
Cold, sweet, and pure, the wort is ready to meet the yeast and begin the magical transition into alcohol.
Fermentation is the soul of flavor. Here, the sugary wort finds its home in these massive, traditional wooden vessels.
We introduce our secret yeast culture, a living ingredient that will breathe life into the liquid, creating complex esters and aromas.
The washback comes alive. For the next 48 to 96 hours, a violent, natural transformation turns sugar into alcohol. Is a rhythmic, living process where patience is rewarded with a rich, fruity wash reaching about 8 to 10% alcohol. Modern sensors and mechanical foam breakers ensure that even the most vigorous fermentation remains under our total control.
The fermentation is complete. Now, the cloudy wash enters our magnificent copper stills. In the heat of the still house, our signature copper shapes define the character and purity of the future whiskey. Heat is applied with extreme precision, boiling the wash to separate the volatile alcohol from the water and grain solids.
The copper acts as a catalyst, purifying the vapor as it climbs the long neck, ensuring a smooth and elegant spirit.
Through condensation, the essence of the wash is captured, concentrating the alcohol to around 25% in this first distillation.
The second distillation is where the true art happens. We refine the spirit to reach its peak of purity and flavor.
The heart is the most prestigious portion of the distillation, containing only the finest and most desirable flavor compounds.
Locked behind brass and glass, the spirit safe is where the distiller's expertise decides the fate of every single drop.
The transition must be perfect. Only the heart, the purest spirit, is chosen to become our luxury single malt whiskey.
We monitor the spirit's strength and clarity in real time, ensuring a consistent 70% alcohol by volume for the new make spirit.
The nose tells what the machines cannot. A sharp, clean aroma of green apples and malt confirms a perfect distillation.
Sustainability is built into our heritage. Every part of the distillation is recycled until only perfection remains.
Pure, potent, and pristine, this new make spirit is the raw diamond that will soon be polished by years of aging.
Before the spirit meets the wood, we must find the perfect balance, preparing it for a long journey of maturation.
Pure spring water is added with scientific accuracy, reducing the strength to a standard 63.5% for optimal extraction.
This specific strength is the golden window, allowing the spirit to draw the maximum flavor from the oak without overpowering it.
The cask is the whiskey's cradle. We select only the finest oak, previously used for bourbon or sherry, to gift our spirit its character.
This carbonized layer acts as a natural filter, removing harshness while providing a rich, smoky depth to the maturing liquid.
Reassembled and reinforced, each cask is a handcrafted masterpiece, built to hold its precious cargo for a decade or more. Every cask is unique, and our sophisticated tracking system assigns a digital identity to each one before it is filled. The filling process is swift and sterile, ensuring the spirit enters its wooden home without any exposure to external contaminants. Once sealed, the spirit is isolated from the world, beginning a slow, rhythmic breath through the pores of the Scottish or American oak. Logistics in the maturation warehouse require both power and delicacy, as thousands of tons of future gold are moved into position.
In the hallowed silence of the warehouse, the angel's share begins to evaporate, concentrated the flavors as the years pass by.
We control the environment to ensure a slow, even maturation, allowing the spirit to soak deep into the toasted oak staves.
The wood expands and contracts, acting as a lung that pulls the spirit in and out of the charred oak layers.
Technology allows us to track the evolution of every single cask, ensuring each one reaches its peak at exactly the right time.
Time is the final ingredient. It takes years of patient waiting for the spirit to transform into a legendary single malt.
Years later, we check our progress. The once clear spirit has stolen its beautiful color and complex aroma from the heart of the wood.
The transformation is breathtaking, from a fiery grain spirit to a smooth, multi-layered masterpiece with notes of dried fruit and oak.
Some treasures are kept longer, reserved for our most exclusive expressions, where time has worked its ultimate magic.
In this quiet sanctuary, the spirit rests and matures.
The wait is finally over. After years of silent maturation, these chosen casks are ready to reveal their golden secrets.
As the cask is opened, the air is filled with a symphony of scents, a testament to the long partnership between spirit and wood.
Our master blender's palate is the final judge, balancing smoke, sweetness, and spice into a single, flawless masterpiece.
To ensure a crystal clear appearance, we chill the whiskey, preparing it for a filtration process that guarantees a brilliant shine.
Chill filtration removes any natural haze, ensuring the spirit remains perfectly clear, even when served over ice in the finest bars. Every bottle is a vessel of luxury. We clean them with ionized air to ensure not a single speck of dust touches the spirit.
Efficiency meets elegance, as our high-speed bottling line fills thousands of bottles per hour with surgical precision.
Our labels are a mark of heritage, applied with laser-guided accuracy to reflect the premium quality of the liquid inside.
Quality control is relentless. Only a perfect bottle is allowed to represent our name on the world stage.
Every bottle is treated like a jewel, hand-inspected to ensure it meets the uncompromising standards of our luxury distillery.
From our quiet warehouses to the most vibrant cities, we ensure our whiskey travels in style and total safety.
Our logistics network spans the globe, delivering the soul of Scotland or America to the world's most exclusive retailers.
In the world's most prestigious stores, our single malt stands as a beacon of luxury and a reward for the discerning palate.
When you choose our whiskey, you're not just buying a drink, you're owning a piece of time, carefully captured in a bottle.
To enjoy this spirit is to celebrate the art of patience. Please enjoy responsibly and savor every complex note.
To truly experience a single malt, use a tulip-shaped glass to concentrate the complex aromas of vanilla and toasted oak.
Take a moment to nose the whiskey. Let the scent tell you the story of the years it spent breathing inside the charred oak cask.
Savor it slowly. Let the warmth spread. This is a drink designed flexion.
To preserve this liquid gold, store your bottle upright in a cool, dark place, protecting the delicate balance from the harsh effects of oxidation.
Whiskey is a bridge between generations, a symbol of success and the shared bond of friendship, meant to be enjoyed in good company.
Every drop is a tribute to nature's patience and man's craftsmanship, a timeless legacy.